Welcome back my YouTube channel CoinZF. Today's video is going to take you deep into the world of a coin that almost everyone thinks is ordinary, but collectors know it can secretly change a person's entire life. The 1985 Lincoln 1-cent coin. A coin that millions of people still have lying in drawers, jars, pockets, old boxes, and forgotten family albums. But hidden among these common cents is a version so rare, so powerful, so unbelievably valuable that its estimated worth reaches an unimaginable $11,000 million. In today's 36-minute documentary-style breakdown, I'm going to show you exactly why this coin has shaken the collector world, how a humble copper-plated penny became a global sensation, and what to look for in your own 1985 penny. So stay with me till the end, because the details you'll learn today may help you discover a life-changing treasure in your own home. Let's start by going back to the year 1985. The United States Mint was producing billions of coins each year. The Lincoln 1 cent was one of the most widely circulated coins in the entire nation. Most people didn't even look at these coins twice. But just like in many other years, the Mint unknowingly produced a handful of error pieces, minting anomalies, unique strikes, and extremely high-quality specimens. These are the coins that today have become legends. The 1985 rare cent that collectors whisper about is known for a combination of factors that include error striking, die deterioration patterns, and some very unusual minting features. And these exact details are what give the coin its extreme value. Before diving deeper, let's explore the background of the Lincoln cent, designed originally by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with a reverse showing the Lincoln Memorial. This design stayed in use for half a century, and the 1985 version fell right into this era. But what makes 1985 stand out is how unusual the minting quality was during that year. While billions of coins were struck normally, a very small number, possibly only a few pieces, were struck with extraordinary sharpness, unusual die conditions, and unexpected mint errors that collectors consider once-in-a-generation finds. Now imagine this. You're holding a penny, but this penny isn't just a piece of metal. It's a rare creation of the minting process, a mistake, a miracle, a one-of-a-kind object from history. And that rarity transforms what looks like a simple brown cent into something worth more than entire corporations, luxury mansions, and private islands. The $51,111 million valuation we're talking about today comes from a hypothetical private collector's market estimate, based on how impossible it is to find such a specimen and how aggressively collectors compete for high-grade, unique error coins. Let's move into the characteristics collectors look for when identifying the ultra-rare 1985 cent. First, the mint errors. Some rare 1985 Lincoln cents display dramatic doubling on the obverse, especially around the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date itself. If your coin shows clear doubling rather than shadow-like lines, you might have something special. Next, the planchet condition. A flawless planchet is incredibly rare, especially for a mass-produced coin from the 80s. A perfect surface with no scratches, no contact marks, and no discoloration raises the coin's value significantly. But what takes the coin into astronomical value territory is a combination of a major mint error and an exceptionally high-grade condition. Then there are the die cracks and die cuts. These are raised bumps or lines caused by damaged minting dies. While common cracks don't add much value, dramatic die breaks, especially ones forming shapes or large raised areas, are extremely collectible. Now imagine a 1985 cent with bold doubling, a flawless planchet, a dramatic die break, and full mint luster. That coin instantly becomes one of the rarest modern cents ever found and can command a valuation as high as $51,111 million in a speculative private auction environment. Now let's take a moment to talk about grading. Grading is everything in coin collecting. Even the rarest coins lose nearly all value if they are scratched or worn. A mint state coin, especially MS 66, MS 67 or MS 68 becomes instantly desirable. Very few 1985 cents survive in such high grades. They were circulated heavily, handled repeatedly, and tossed around in bags and boxes. Finding a high-grade 1985 cent in pristine condition is already challenging, but finding a high-grade coin combined with errors is nearly impossible. This is why the top-tier 1985 cents have achieved mythical status. Now imagine you submit your penny to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. You wait anxiously for weeks. Then you open the results and see something unbelievable, a grade above MS 67 with a rare mint error designation. At that moment, you'd be holding one of the most valuable modern cents ever discovered. Collectors would contact you. Auction houses would call. Overnight, your life could change. And that is exactly what makes this story so exciting for millions of coin enthusiasts. The possibility that a tiny 1-cent coin could unlock fortune beyond imagination. That let's examine circulation patterns. The 1985 cent was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and each mint produced massive quantities. However, the rarest error pieces and high-grade strikes likely came from Philadelphia. Many of these coins entered circulation instantly, mixed with billions of others, making the rare ones nearly impossible to find. They could be in old piggy banks, inherited coin jars, or jars tucked away in storage units or houses. Some might have been collected unknowingly by people who never realized what they had. Now, let's talk about eye appeal. A coin with strong eye appeal stands out immediately. Sharp details on Lincoln's coat, crisp hair texture, bold lettering, smooth surfaces, and rich original luster make a coin exceptional. Combine this with any unusual mint anomaly, and the coin's value multiplies dramatically. When collectors find a coin that looks visually perfect, they know instantly that it could be special. Another major factor driving value is rarity. Even though millions of 1985 cents were produced, the number of known ultra-rare specimens is close to zero. Rarity always amplifies demand, and demand pushes prices into the millions, and in this case, into tens of millions. But when a coin is both extremely rare and historically interesting, that's when its value reaches levels most people cannot even comprehend. Now let's explore what you should do if you find a 1985 cent that looks promising. First, do not clean the coin under any circumstances. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Second, examine the coin under a bright light or magnifying glass. Look closely for doubling, cracks, unusual shapes, or unusually sharp details. Third, consider comparing your coin with high-quality images online. Fourth, if it looks exceptional, consider sending it for grading. This step alone may turn an ordinary-looking penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now let's dive into the private market. Rare modern coins often sell privately rather than at public auctions. High-end collectors sometimes pay enormous sums to obtain one-of-a-kind coins before they ever reach public bidding. This is where extreme valuations like $51,111,000 million enter the conversation. When a wealthy collector wants a truly unique object, something no one else on Earth has, they're willing to spend freely. In this scenario, a single perfect 1985 error coin becomes a once-in-a-lifetime historical artifact. Collectors also love the Lincoln series. It's one of the most collected coin series in the world. People collect by year, by mint mark, by variety, by grading, and by errors. This massive global demand creates strong competition, and competition pushes value higher. A rare 1985 cent becomes the centerpiece of any collection, something that serious collectors dream about owning. Now let's turn to the thrilling possibility. Someone watching this video right now might have this coin. It could be sitting in your home without you knowing the value. And that mystery, that thrill, that excitement is what keeps collectors searching every single day. A simple penny that could be worth more than $51,111,000 million. It sounds unbelievable, but that's the magic of coin collecting. History, rarity, and minting secrets combine to create treasures that can transform lives. As we continue, let's talk about what makes the 1985 minting process particularly interesting. The dies used in 1985 went through rapid degradation, meaning some coins were struck with weakened dies, while a very small number were struck with fresh dies that produced extraordinarily sharp details. These fresh die strikes are the coins that appear extremely crisp, clean, and nearly perfect. Combine this with unexpected minting errors, and you suddenly have a coin that stands out dramatically from the rest. Then there's speculation. Investors love rare coins because they grow in value over time. A coin valued at $5 million 5 years ago may be valued at $20 million today if it remains one of the only known examples. And when a coin reaches legendary status, its value becomes almost limitless. That's what brings us to the $51.11 million conversation, the extreme upper limit of what private collectors might be willing to pay for a coin with absolute unmatched rarity. Now we're moving into the final stretch of today's 36-minute breakdown. Let's do a complete summary so you understand everything clearly. The 1985 Lincoln 1-cent coin is extremely common overall, but the rare versions are nearly impossible to find. These rare versions have one or more of the following: dramatic doubling, flawless surfaces, extraordinary eye appeal, unusually sharp details, bold die cracks or breaks, and high professional grading scores. When all these factors come together, the value skyrockets beyond imagination. And that is exactly how a simple penny has become the subject of a $51.11 million story. Before the video ends, I want you to check your coins, look carefully, and never underestimate the value of knowledge. Coins hide secrets that only trained eyes can see. You could be the next person to discover a rare treasure. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep exploring the world of numismatics. You never know what fortune is waiting for you.